till we hear.
Hello, everyone. This is
Take two.
Take two of Piccadilly Parfait. It is Friday afternoon. I'm Pamela Pick. This is my husband, Bill Pick.
Hi.
And we are coming to you live from Palmyra, Missouri.
Live from Palmyra. We're Parfait.
So come on in and say hello. Our first one, there was no sound, so we went ahead and tried again.
There's sound now.
There's sound now? Okay, then you have to turn it off there to get it. And then go and refresh the page. So come on in, say hello. Sorry about that. You know, it is getting to the point where I should probably look at YouTube Live now. I mean, I'm so glad that Bill came home for us to do this today, but I think that may have been the last straw for me. So come on in, say hello, tell us where you're from, and let's get started. I've got a quick, easy little fun fold, kind of a last minute thing. What I'd like to do is finish up a couple of demonstrations that I have from this catalog and then start showing you some of the new stuff that's coming in. So if you're looking for an easy but impressive fun fold, I've got it for you. Right now, everything that's in this catalog, I shouldn't say everything because some things will be carrying over, but most things are going to be retiring. And so this is kind of our last chance. There's a sale on a few of the items that are in here. And if you need a list, let me know. I can get that posted for you. But the easiest way is just to go onto my website and look, and that will tell you what's currently in stock. So today will be another one from this catalog, and then we're going to start kind of pulling in some new stuff. So let me put that aside. And let me just tell you what we're going to be working with. Now, this is a stamp set that's been around for a couple of years now, so I'm sure it will be going away here for the next catalog. This is the Brightest Glow. It does have a matching set of dies, but the only thing I'm using it for is this sentiment, all is merry and bright, for today. So that's the only thing I'm using it for. I'm going to pair it with the Joy of Christmas. So I tend to do things, if you haven't noticed, one year I'll have all the new stuff and I'll be doing everything. And then the next year I do my paper share and then I do cards that doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy all the new stuff. I do that for a couple of reasons. One, because I want you to maximize if you buy the paper share so that you can use all of the fun paper. I do get some of the new sets because they're just too fun to pass up. But this one I'm going to be using the Joy of Christmas, and I'm going to be pairing it with this Handcrafted Elements dies. So there's a couple different elements in here that we're going to use to make a really pretty Christmas card. So let me just start. Well, actually, here, I'll just start with the card base. So I've got a card base, and I want to start off by scoring it at 4 1/4. So that I get that scored in half. And then I'm also going to score it at 2 1/8. 2 1/8. So this is one of the simplest fun folds that I learned when I first started, and I just love that. Now, while I've got this out here, I'm going to go ahead and take out, I chose this paper right on top. I love the pretty poinsettias. Did I get the stamp set and bundle? I did not, but I want to maximize the use of this paper. Otherwise, I'm just hoarding. So let's see. And I can't share. Is that one piece? That must be it. That's the one piece. It's pretty sturdy paper. And I'm going to have this one out too. So I'm going to use those two papers. The first paper I'm going to cut at 4. And then I'm going to cut 2 more out of this. And let's see, I want 1 7/8. So I need 2 of them at 1 7/8. So it's just right before the 2. It is foggy here in Palmyra. And we've got to do some, so 1, what did I I say 1 7/8? Yeah. 1 7/8. Yep, right there. Okay, I will save this for another project. Now, while I have this out, I'm going to cut all of these down to 5 1/4. So 1 5/8 by 5 1/4. 1 5/8 by 5 1/4. And 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to save those. Okay, while I have this out here, I'm going to cut this DSP at 3 by 4. So 3 by 4. And I'll move this aside. And that's our DSP and the scoring. So 4 1/4. And then half of that is 2 1/8. So now when I go to put the papers, oh, did I put it over here? I did. I took the 2 papers I cut. So I want to pull these out and position them because I like it when they match up. So let me, it must be this one, right?
It's like matching wallpaper.
Kind of is, isn't it? I must have it wrong. Let's try this. Yeah, that matches there, and this matches here. Nope. This matches here. So I like it to match up. You don't have to. I just prefer it. Then I'm going to take and adhere them on with some of the Tombow liquid glue. How's everyone doing? Does everyone have plans for this weekend? Is everyone shopping? Not us. We will be traveling this weekend. So I'm going to center that in here. And then open it up, and I'm going to do it right on the inside also. I'm making kind of an arm. How bad was it, Bill, when you were driving?
Not bad.
Not bad. Just foggy.
Just foggy. Just foggy.
Not like the swamp thing.
No swamp thing.
No swamp thing. Okay. So, did you feed the mailbox this morning, Bill, with a bunch of stuff? I have a bunch of stuff. He's been all week. He's been feeding the mailbox.
Put it in the outgoing today mailbox.
There you go. Okay. And then this one will go here. So we've got just this fun little fold. Very, very simple. Even a new stamper can do this, starting off. I don't know if you ever noticed this, Bill, but I leave kind of like, oh, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more when I put this on here. That way I got some wiggle room when I'm lining it up. So there we go. Like that. Not cute? So easy. Now, I have, this is shaded spruce, by the way. I have another piece of shaded spruce, and this measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I kept this very, very simple. So then we cut this at 3 by 4, which will match nicely. Not pretty?
It is.
Really just matches this paper. I did like this paper, but you can only own so much, right? Unless we kick you out. I could kick you out and then I could take your space. What do you think?
No.
No? How easy is that, right? Okay. So, for the sake of time, I went ahead and I cut another piece. This is a 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, or 4 1/4. Let me see. Yeah, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of basic white. I was hoping maybe I had a. This is Real Red ink.
Oh.
Here we go.
Those addresses are scrapped too.
And then I'm going to take my Marion Bright. Now I can already tell I don't have this lined up straight on the block. And when you don't, the best way is to put your block over your grid paper. And then a lot of times you need to kind of stand over it. And sometimes with these curlier, that helps 50% of the problems of stamping crooked. But small stamp, small pressure. All is Marion Bright, not too shab. So let's stick this on our grid paper, line it up. I feel like I did. Hold on, I gotta. There we go. I had like a little something stuck on there. Okay, and then just stamp your image straight down. A little crooked, but you get the idea. Not bad. Okay, so for this card, I want to have this centered, so I know that by 1, 2, 3, 4 of the darker green, I can't go past there on my glue. And actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the lighter green, I think I'm going to go, because I think that's
more the center.
Okay, so knowing that, I'm just going to put my finger here, take my green glue. I guess I got to keep this kind of in front of the camera. Now this stuff is very tacky, so once it adheres, it adheres. And then let's just center this on here. Does that look center?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll give that a minute to adhere. And then this on the inside, now I want that to line up. And if you want to, you can cut it just a hair smaller, but I want that to line up. So the best way that I found, really, you've got a little bit of wiggle room once you put it down, but do your edge of glue, like I showed you, place it right here, and come this way.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. That way, when you open it up, see? So here's the base of our card. You like that?
I do.
This is the base of our card. We need to give this a minute. So I went ahead, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to show you on these handcrafted elements dies. And there's several of them in here. There's a couple pages of these on here. Now, the ones that I chose, because we're in the Christmas time, I went ahead and ran through. It's this circle, and I ran it through with gold foil paper. Isn't that pretty?
Ooh.
Kind of blingy, huh? And it is this oval. I think I said circle, but I meant oval.
Oval.
Yeah. And then there is this image that is like a traditional or old-fashioned ornament, that's it. So I ran that through with Real Red. Let's peel this out with our Take your pick tool. That's right. Thank you, Bill. There we go. Now look at this, you guys. Do you see that it has very ornamental?
It does.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's embossed as well as cut out, which I think is pretty cool. So let me put that back. So this again is part of, I like because it isn't just all Christmas. There's all kinds of things. There's tags, there's stars, there's floral, there's, I mean, all kinds of elements. And this again is called the Handcrafted Elements dies. So when I take this, I'm going to use, now everyone has their own method to their madness. I'm going to set this down because I'm going to look at that. See how that pops, that ornament? Makes it a little glitzy, right?
And that green will look really
I know. That's why I chose it. So I know that I don't have to go all the way up and around at this point. I just need to get some of this glue here. Well, there we go. Some of it like this. So I want these to adhere pretty good. Okay, now when I squeeze that, do you see how that little bitty bit comes out? I'm going to do that all the way around this edge. Now this will give you a moment to get this adhered down, and I'm doing it on the silicone mat, so I'm protecting my surface. It's really that simple. And then just...
nice.
Yeah. So we're going to give that a second. This is going to be kind of the focal point on our card, which is awesome. See, that didn't take too long at all. And you were right. I'm going to put that right on here. There we go. Now you can poke all of these out, or you don't have to. That's up to you. Since I have the liquid glue, you could do your Stampin' seal, or you can do, if you want to on here, that works really well, or you can do the liquid glue. Now I'm partial to the liquid glue, so I'm just going to be careful and put it around here. And it really doesn't take too much. Am I in the camera?
Yep.
And a little there, and a little there. See how that's so tacky? And then place that down, and it looks like it needs to go over just a smidge. So everything, oh no. Everything will dry clear, but I gotta let it get adhered. And my fingers are sticky now. Okay, perfect. I got a little in a rush. Now, we also sell, Stampin' Up! Sells this Simply Elegant trim. So I'm gonna use this gold trim since I used the gold on this card. And I am going to take this, and I messed around with a couple of things, and I ended up just liking a simple bow. So just do like a granny knot bow. Like you tie your shoes, Jackie. Couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Wow.
Uh-huh. There we go. And I want that to be, because I think that, oh, that's just so cute. So stinking cute. So let's grab a mini glue dot, and I'm going to use my thumbnail and just roll this up until it's kind of almost oblong. And then I'm going to stick it right on the top of the ornament right there. And put this right on top of that. So cute. Now I'm going to trim this down. See, really, this is a very simple card. What? What are you giggling about?
Jackie says she probably doesn't tie her shoes.
Does she have Velcro? Jackie, come on.
She probably has those Skechers slip-ons.
Probably. Okay, so then my very favorite. This is the, I think they're called Festive. These were the little pearls that have metallic. The red red, green, and then silver and gold. And I'm going to use these for a little bit of an embellishment accent. And let's see. I'll do one here. What I like about these, I think, is that they're so small that they add just a little glitz without taking away from, maybe I'll go closer. Now, I want you to notice something about this card. I know that we get so used to, oh, it's got to have a sentiment. It's got to have a sentiment. And maybe I got that just a little bit long. Let me take this down just a hair. See, Jackie, even I have to mess with it a little. But you don't have to have a sentiment on the outside. You could have the sentiment on the inside. I mean, everyone's going to know that that's a Christmas ornament. Isn't this just cute? You can see the green coming through. What do you think? I like that you can open it up and see the front and the inside at the same time. And it stands up nice if they're standing it on their mantle.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? So, wonderful idea. How many people have or will try this fold? Even if you don't use this, you'll try this fold. And you let me know, Bill. And then how many people will try to make a card like this, even if they don't use this set that I used? I'm curious.
Jackie said she'll try it.
You'll try it?
Beverly said she will. So will friends.
Oh, okay. And are you done? My next question is how many people are done with your Christmas cards or are getting close to being done with them? You let me know.
Well, there's about 10 that are going to try it.
Well, good.
We're close. Somebody did theirs in July.
So this was kind of one of those things that was hard to see. It's the Joy to You stamp set down here that they have it paired with. It's the Handcrafted Elements on page 21. And there you can see the dies. Now this one, they cut the die apart and they actually sandwiched in this huge saying on this card, which I think is really cool.
Oh, that does look cool.
Isn't that neat? But this is where you can find it, page 21, for those dies.
Of the annual.
No, this is the mini catalog.
Mini.
Now this is going out. There is up to 60% off, which I think is a little bit, they have a few things on special on here. So you might want to take a look at that. Be sure that if you're purchasing any of these items, and you can from my online store, just click the link if you're watching this later in YouTube. I'm going to have it down in the description box. Otherwise at the top of my Facebook wall here. But please use the host code if you would like to be enrolled into my perks program. So was there any questions or anything?
No.
Okay, well that's what I had for Friday. I hope you guys have a good weekend and avoid the rush of the holidays. And do we have anything else we need to tell them? Okay, don't know if we'll be back Monday for my pearls or for my VIP group, because if Bill's not here, I don't know what I'm going to do on that. So, but be sure to see us next week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. And have a great weekend. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.